Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're going to talk about Mr. Fantastic and Dr. Doom invasions, and more accurately about this most recent update with the incoming side event, which basically goes as follows. That Kabam posted that they will be updating rewards for tier 5Bs, tier 2 alphas, 5-star shards, 4-star shards, and 3-star shards. So this is in fact a rewards increase. Basically what he says in his post, that side events is not meant to be a place for top tier rewards. However, they decided to make adjustments to make it worthwhile, and basically at the end they put a disclaimer where they say that rewards will still fluctuate from month to month, so on and so forth. Also, additionally, they are adding 250,000 gold to the gold arena and fantastic family milestones for a total of 750,000. So that is this community-wide event. So first things first, this is a great announcement. I think it is great that Kabam has in fact listened to the players, and I do kind of congratulate them. You do need to give credit where credit is due, and this is kind of like direct response to the negative feedback that community gave them overall within past week since these events have been announced. So that is another kind of point in Kabam's corner, and recently they have been somewhat increasing their cookie tally, if you will, and they have actually been doing some good stuff. Not all good stuff, there's plenty of bad, there's plenty of disappointing, there's plenty of inconsiderate and ignorant stuff that they have been doing. However, recently they have really picked up the slack a fair bit, and we should recognize that. I think it's a fairly big thing. I think it's definitely a step in right direction, but this by no means mean that I am entirely happy and satisfied with next month and next month's events. So first things first, let's go over what has been changed in these rewards. I think DNA 30 summed up these milestones fairly well, his post, and now basically exploring all epic and master, you still get 1000 6-star shards, which let's face it is jack all. However, now you get 26,000 5-star shards as opposed to 9,000 something, so that has been increased like 2.6 2.7 times, which is awesome. So you get 2.5 5-star crystals, you also get 5 4-star crystals basically, which gives you another chunk of 5-star shards more than likely, so that's quite cool. 84 5-star 6-stone crystals, that's also awesome. And then we have in Doom invasions 9,000 tier 5Bs, which is 3 times the amount it used to be, and that basically rivals the uncollected, and that in my eyes make it fairly worthwhile. Also now we have 73,000 tier 2 alpha frags, which is double pretty much what it used to be, so that's 2 fully formed tier 2 alphas, which is also quite awesome. And still 84,000 tier 4B frags. I think that hasn't changed, but it's still an alright amount kind of thing. So now this side event does in fact look a lot more appealing. Now don't get me wrong, I still think the side event is gonna be a grind and slugfest. I think it's gonna get old and quick. I did not see anything that's going to be too exciting in it. I expect it to be repetitive, time-consuming, grind. However, at least these rewards will make it much more worthwhile, I suppose. And you're going to have better reason to put yourself through that day in and day out. Now, few kind of bad bits and kind of few hopeful bits. Now, first things first, I'm not unrealistic. I do understand that they could not have redesigned entire event obviously in a couple of days, so the structure will remain the same. However, it is important that I think they also acknowledge that they will look further, and they kind of mentioned that in post, how much time and effort is needed for these events, because rewards was only one side of the feedback, and I should probably say not even probably the most important one. At least the feedback I try to give to them is that it is always important to try and make these events seem a lot less of a drag when it comes going into the second and third and fourth week. Thus, by limiting the fights, limiting the energy requirement for it, making them a lot quicker and not having to spend 30 to 50 minutes every day trying to do these. So I can only hope that we can see that they have also taken this bit of feedback in consideration, and we're going to see some changes in side events in upcoming couple of months. Now, I do understand that they probably designed these events at least a month or two in advance, so it's probably going to take some time till we see, if we ever get to see, but I am anyways prepared and expecting to wait a couple of months before we can see some sort of change when it comes to time and energy consumption in these side events. So I do completely understand that. However, my biggest disappointment is that with this announcement, they basically confirmed that community-wide event remains unchanged aside from extra 250k gold in that milestone. Now again, here you do need to lean in two different ways, because it's not realistic to expect from them to change the entire event around or change the idea of the entire event around in a couple of days or a week, because that would probably require quite a lot of kind of like thought process there. However, it's still kind of unfortunate that with this announcement they basically confirmed that this first community-wide event is going to be a huge flop. And once again, having these monthly side events that aren't too interesting, I'm kind of used to that. It sucks, it's boring. Sometimes I do them, sometimes I don't. Do them a couple days a week or whatever, but that has been the case for a while. This first community-wide event had an opportunity to be something special, to be something bigger, to be something better. Now with this announcement saying that they will only add 250k gold to one of the milestones and leave all of the other milestones essentially worthless crap that we used to get just for playing this game, and hiding that basically as a reward, as an achievement that absolutely does not interest me and I'm sure many other players. It's still sad. It is unfortunate. Now, I do understand that they could not turn it all around as quickly, so might be kind of slightly unrealistic to think that this event could have been made so much better, but there could definitely be more improvements than just 250k gold. They could have added some extra bedazzle in it. They could have given some tiny bit more rewards, or as I even mentioned, just add some energy refills to encourage us play more on each milestone, or stamina refills or something. Right, because as of right now, that community-wide event is pretty much the last thing next month that's going to motivate me to play more. The things that will motivate me to play more is probably going to be Act 6.3, maybe something else, but definitely not that event. As I said before, I'm going to play exactly as much or as little as I did, because that event is absolutely meaningless and a fail, and those rewards pretty much mean nothing to me. If we get them, fine. If we don't, also fine. I will hands up put my hand in there and say I want to be on backup. I don't want to try and push in arena. I don't want to try and do a lot of quest fights. I don't care for it. I can kind of apologize for people who do and who want to push, but I don't. Sorry. And yeah, so it's definitely a good announcement. It's definitely a good day. Kabam is proving that they are listening to it. And the point is, sometimes maybe we kind of expect the impossible from them, and maybe changing this event last minute would be close to impossible. But I can only hope that they actually learn, and moving forward when it comes to designing new events, when it comes to designing new side quests, they take all of what happened in last week in consideration and actually pay tiny bit more attention. Actually, I wanted to say they give tiny bit of a crap what they're doing to player base, but whatever. But this is a good sign. This is a positive thing, and I think moving forwards we have reason to be somewhat hopeful that Kabam now has opened themselves to a bit more feedback, dialogue back and forth with the players. and see that they genuinely might have a better idea of what they are doing and what we want. And I think that's quite awesome, because if the community come together every time there is problem like they did now, that they post constructive feedback, not just Kabam sucks, this is shit, or all of these events suck, or whatever, or post conspiracy theories or whatnot, but actually give them constructive feedback, tell them clear, like black on white, what they would like to see, why they don't like the things that they are seeing, how they think things could be improved, so on and so forth. I think it's a positive thing. I think it's easy to throw your hands up in air, and I could have done it right now as well, saying like, they just changed the rewards, everything else sucks, it's still gonna be a grind fest, community event is complete shit and stuff like that, and like Kabam doesn't care about us, just they chose a band-aid and put us some rewards, so we shut up. No, but I generally do believe this might actually be beginning of something a bit better in the game, and some better events, and a bit more thought process from them designing these events. And I think it's a positive change, and I kind of go away from this cautiously optimistic that we're going to see a bit better game, a bit better events in future because of what happened last month. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with me? Don't you agree with me? What would you change? But yeah, that will pretty much do for today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit that like button, hit that sub button, and come back for some more. See ya.